Good morning and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to day 2 of this World Powerlifting World Cup here in Manchester. A very, very warm welcome. The action is just about to get underway here with the first lift coming on in 1 minute's time. This is the second stop of the 2020 World Cup following the season opener in Abuja, Nigeria early this month. And we have already had an action-packed day 1 yesterday, dominated by the Ukrainians. There's Lydia Solovyova and Mariana Shevchuk amongst some that have been dominating the headlines with their gold medals. But also home interest in Adam Alderman getting a silver medal in his final lift in the up to 49 kilogram category. Well, today we start off in this stream for you with the men's up to 54 category. Just the 4 competitors competing in this competition. Fortunately, Great Britain's talisman in powerlifting, Ali Jawad, not able to compete. The former record holder has had a bit of a turbulent time since Rio 2016, suffering a career-threatening flare-up of Crohn's disease, an inflammatory bowel condition. Started to make his comeback through, all the way through to the Commonwealth Games, where he got bronze there. And as he's gone through the process here, just not quite fit enough or well enough to compete today. We've got athletes competing from Kazakhstan, Japan, France and Greece in this first competition. So just the 4 athletes competing as we go in the competition.
Please welcome for their first attempt, representing Kazakhstan,
So our judges are in place. Head judge directly in front of your camera position at the back, either side of the spotters, and then the judges to the left and right are checking on. The lifts being done here by Zakhar Krumov from Kazakhstan. With a lift weight on the bars at the minute at 95 kilograms. Zakhar will be completing his first lift. As always in powerlifting, 3 attempts. Gets that weight on the rack, and it's a good lift. The 2 lights from the judges, 2 out of 3. That's what they're looking for. Ideally, they'd like the 3 lights, but they are going to go down the majority rules route. So Krumov gets his first lift, competing in both the junior and the senior competition here today at 95 kilograms. So the rack height just going slightly lower for the next competitors, but depending on the size of the athlete that's going to be lifting. But the weight going up quite measurably to 138 kilos. Mitsunori Ichikawa from Japan will be the next athlete taking part in today's competition. There we see the shots of the backstage warm-up area. Japanese coach.
Please welcome for their first attempt, representing Japan, Mitsunori Ichikawa.
And the rest of the competitors warming up. And here comes Ichikawa. So 45-year-old Ichikawa looking to get to the level where he can compete and get the points in this road and race to Tokyo 2020. As I said a couple of weeks ago in Nigeria, well, the standards were set very high. Just as high here in Manchester on the second top of the World Cup. A big knowledgeable crowd building for the early session on this Friday morning. So from the time the athlete is announced out by our announcer here, Stephen Jameson, they have 2 minutes on the clock to be in control of the bar. So strapping across his thighs Just gets himself settled, get those shoulders in place before he places his hand. So Ichikawa with this first lift, 138 kilos, 25 seconds left on the clock. So no lift called, with 3 red lights given for Ichikawa. So being shown on the back there, a no lift press sequence. So the left and right arms not working together, slight off balance. So the judges are looking for the bar to go down and up, completely horizontal, with no movement left or right, and also the elbows to be lifting and working together, locking out at the same time. Let me see the right arm just slightly more dominant than the left arm on that one, hence the reason for the 3 red lights from the judges. So you have one judge directly behind the bench, and then the other 2 are in the corners on the angles. So Ichikawa unsuccessful. The lift is there, but just not the quality of the lift he wanted at 138. So the rack height has dropped down. It depends on the length of the limbs of the lifter. Alex Bourland from France. Silver 2018 European Championships in France. He comes in here with a weight of 160 kilos for his first attempt. Each athlete will get 3 lifts. If they fail at this lift, they can stay on the same or can go higher. So 1 minute 10 left on the clock for Axel Bourland. He's in control of the bar now. Wait to see now to see on the decision from the judges. 2 judges giving a red light there. I've got little touch pads in front. So no lift there. Here's that balance of the bar, the horizontal bar being lifted completely horizontal as we look back at the review here. You see very slightly the right arm again dominant, similar to Ichikawa in the previous lift. So Bourland still has 2 attempts to go on his card here. He can stay at 160 or he can go higher. It's entirely up to him. Baka Christos from Greece is next to go. Bronze in Rio 2016. Bronze in the 2017 World Cup in Mexico. He hit those weights with 170. Here he's attempting to start with a 162. Very experienced lifter. Sets very high standards for himself as well. Looking to go 1 step further than that bronze in Rio. The qualification process important for Dimitrios. Starting off at 162 here on the bar. Down up it goes, waiting on the decision from the judges. No lift. 2 judges calling it on the bar control. So no lift on the position of the bar and the control of the bar. So Baka Christos unsuccessful on the first lift at 162. Now in this competition, Bumov has a successful lift on his first lift in this session today with 95, so his second lift is going to go to 100. Ichikawa staying at 138 for his second lift. Axel Borlon has upped his second lift to 165, and Baka Christos has stayed with the same at 162. The world record currently stands at 205 kilos in this competition. This is the men's up to 54 kilogram competition. Following this, we will go to the men's up to 59 category. And then we see the shots of the athletes and coaches waiting backstage in the warm-up area. With just the 4 competitors going, there'll be just a slight delay in between the next performance, gives the athletes time in between each lift. I see Ichikawa and Alex Borlan on a shot there in the warm-up area, looking on at the screens. They've got the stats, the details, but also the live stream here that you're seeing in front of them. You may have just been hearing there by our announcer here, Stephen Jameson, about a competition prize that is up for grabs. So we've been donated 2 pairs of tickets for the UCI BMX Supercross World Cup. This is at the HSBC UK National Cycle Centre, and it's on Saturday the 18th and Sunday the 19th of April. And winners in this competition can choose which day they go. These can be used with whichever crowd competition mechanism you wish. So please collect full winners' names and addresses so we can work through this. And the competition is to tweet us the photos, whether you're watching this on the live stream or here in the arena. Tweet us a picture of you enjoying this competition with the hashtag Manchester 2020, hashtag Powerlifting, and hashtag BMXWC. So if you're watching online, just send us a picture, get it onto social media, and use the hashtag BMXWC, and you're in chance to win some fantastic prizes donated by the BMX Supercross. What an amazing experience that will be in April to go and watch. So first competition here underway in the men's up to 54 kilogram. Next lift will be Zakar Bumov from Kazakhstan.
Please welcome for their second attempt, representing Kazakhstan, Zakar Bumov.
So Bumov makes his way out for lift number 2, the only successful lift we've had so far. So some athletes choosing to use the strapping on the legs, some do not. It's all preference. So Bumov having the straps across high up on his thighs, just gets his shoulders back under the bar. He's got his spotters just helping lift the bar over the rack. Now he's in control. 100 on the bar. 3 red lights there on the no lifts. So the chest sequence is what they've called it on to start with. So here we see the picture. And on that angle there, the bar was moving left and right arms, not staying in a parallel position as they started. So next to go then is going to be Ichikawa from Japan. He's going to be attempting 138 again. That's on the bar.
Stand by for entry.
our spotters. Loading up this 20 kilo bar itself. And the rest of the weights. The big reds are 25, and as they get down in weight, they change colour, making it easy for the spotters to see. Here we go from Japan then, Ishikawa coming out for lift number 2, 138 kilos on the bar. So second attempt, first was a no lift for Ishikawa. So the best result for each of these goes to the total. So currently Bumov, the only one with a completed lift. So he's currently in ranked first place in both the senior and the junior competition. Ishikawa has 1 minute left on the clock. So no spotters needed for Ishikawa on his lift. Rack 13 height. And he's got 138 kilos to lift. Attempt number 2. Big cheers, he gets that lift through, but 3 no lifts. Again, the chest sequence is what the judging panel are choosing as the error there. They'll come up with different codes, be it the body position, the bar control, the chest sequence, or the press sequence. And each of the judges has a paddle that they press the button, and it comes through and tells you which is the error that they're judging it from. They're not happy with the chest sequence there. And showing them the replay, just the movement of the bar. Next we're going to go is Axel Bourlon from France. Now this French competitor going for his second lift. He wasn't successful in his first one at 160, but he has upped his weights to 165. Bourlon's going to be going next. Apologies. They're going to the fourth competitor first up. So the Greek competitor is ready to go. So it's going to be Paka Christos next to go. On rack height 3, 162 on the second attempt. Said Paka Christos has lift 170, and that got him the bronze medal in Rio 2016 at the Paralympic Games, and the same weight got him bronze medal in the 2017 World Cup in Mexico. Here he goes with 162 on his second lift. And the left arm and right arm not working together. And the control of the bar on the press. Automatically see on the way back up. His right arm and left arm not aligned to each other. Here we see the replay. The judges put their hands down to say lift the bar. There we see the angle of the bar dropping down on Paka Christos' right arm. So Demetrius from Greece will go for 162 again on his third lift very shortly. So we have the French competitor Axel Bourlon coming on next. They're just changing the rack height and the weight. So the rack height is going to be rack 4, and the weight, I mentioned before, Axel Bourlon has lifted his second weight to 165 after unsuccessfully completing in the 160. And he makes his way onto the floor. Addresses each of the judges. Rolls himself under and gets himself set. We'll use a spotter to help lift the bar over the rack so it's in line with his chest. He's got 1 minute 20 on the clock, so plenty of time. So he'll get himself composed. In control now. Coach looking on in the corner. No lift being given. 2 reds, 1 white. The judges not happy with the bar control and the sequence of the press there. As we look at the replay coming back, see a slight angle difference there. The right arm slightly higher than the left. This is the first of the competitions going today in the men's up to 54 kilogram category. We move to the up to 59 category. 100 kilos being put on the bar for the third and final attempt for Zakhar Bumov from Kazakhstan. Zakhar's ambition is to qualify for the Paralympic Games. Got gold in the Children of Asia back in 2019. Currently the only one with a successful lift here in this second stop of the World Cup in Manchester. First lift at 95 kilograms. Is going on for 100 this time. Alex Ballon there in the middle of your screen. And Ichikawa to the right hand side. Just looking on at the screens, the attempt coming in. Just remind if you are watching this online, then do share on social media. Use the hashtag BMXWC. That's a chance for you to qualify and tickets to win in the UCI BMX Supercross competition. That's taking place in the HSBC UK National Cycle Centre on the 18th and 19th of April. So the head judge is ready to go. Bumov from Kazakhstan. There's a good round of applause here from the crowd, which has started to build here in Manchester for day 2 of this World Cup. Zakhar, the only successful lift at the minute of this morning's sessions. The judges looking for that full control. Arms working together, elbows locking out at the same time. Bumov from Kazakhstan here, third and final lift on for 100 kilos. And these guys are weighing in at under 54 kilos themselves. He's in control of the bar. Straight down and up. And it's a good lift. You can tell by the noise in the crowd here as we watch the replay of that lift there. Good motion up with that 100 kilos. So second lift successful out of 3. And he closes his competition with 100 kilograms. Next is going to be Ichikawa from Japan. 138 is staying on the weight, so third attempt. So the rack height has lifted up for Ichikawa to 13. His third lift. Lovely dancing there by the volunteers. Mannix just realised she was on TV as well then. So Mitsunori Ichikawa makes his way for his third lift. Can he get those 2 out of 3 white lights? Majority rules here with these judges. Which has not been happy with the bar control and chest sequence in the first 2 lifts for Ichikawa. He settles himself down, and so strapped tight against his thighs. A 138 on the bar. Into his final minute. And he's allotted 2-minute time. He has, as long as he's in control of the bar. By the time it hits 0, it qualifies as a good lift. If not, it goes down as a no lift due to time elapsing. We had a couple of those yesterday in the early round competition. Here goes Ichikawa, 138 on the bar. Just a little bit towards the end there. And that's what went as no lift. Again, the same thing, chest sequence and press sequence. So Ichikawa unsuccessful there. Does that control the left and right arm together? Seeing the bar lean very, very slightly. Disappointed and dejected. Ichikawa leaves the arena. Unsuccessful with 3 attempts at 138. And there we see the angle of the bar dropping down again. Once they've attempted a weight, so Ichikawa's had attempted 138, you can't go lower than what you initially set out. You can always go higher. And that's what we've seen with Zakar Boumov. He's gone up to 100. The next to go is the Greek athlete Mako Christos. Will be coming out for his third attempt at 162. Well within his lifting range. And it's only been the judging of the bar control and the press sequence that's held him back from getting those 2 out of 3 lights in the first 2 lifts so far. The weight bit's fine, it's the quality now of that lift. Has a word with himself, looking out to the crowd here in Manchester. And now, who's the spotter to help lift it out the rack? He's slightly higher up on the bench. Here we go. 162, third attempt. Shouts a good lift in the crowd. And it is 3 white lights. It's a good lift for Mako Christos. 162. Handshakes with the coach and a big smile on his face Got the quality of that lift this time. That's what they're looking for. Judging panel all happy with that, all agreeing that is a good lift. So Baka Christos goes to the top of the table in this competition at the up to 54 kilogram stage, with it being 162 as completed weight. Brumov is in second place with 100. Only 2 completed lifts so far. 1 lift to go, and it's the Frenchman Axel Bourlan. Got silver in the European Championships back in 2018. So Bourlan comes out for the final lift in this weight category. Rack height's gone down to 4. Again, knows he's within range on this weight, on this lift. It's about the quality of the lift now. Can he please 2 out of the 3 judges in his 3rd and final attempt? Spotter helps with the bar. Now he's in control. Here we go, 165 for the 3rd attempt. Waiting on the judges, and they've said no lift. The press sequence they're not happy with. So Bourlan unsuccessful. So 2 athletes not successful with registering a successful lift. Here we're looking on the image. There we see his right arm and left arm not aligned with each other. So all judges claiming a no lift there. Press their red buttons. As you look at the backstage area, we have the gold and silver on the screen in the arena. So Baka Christos with that final lift of 162 secures gold medal in this Manchester stop of the Para Powerlifting World Cup, with Zakhar Brumov taking the silver in the senior competition. Also qualifies for the junior competition, where he takes the gold medal. It was only Zakhar competing in the junior level here at the men's up to 54 category. So just getting the ceremony and the podiums in place, ready for the first presentation. We'll be back with you very shortly to bring you the medal ceremony for the men's up to 54 category. So the 2 presentations are just moments away, taking place here in Manchester for this World Para Powerlifting World Cup. Second stop in Manchester. We've got the junior men's up to 54 category gold medal to present it, and then gold and silver in the men's category of the men's up to 54 kilogram category. Following this, we will bring you the competition in the men's up to 59.
As soon as you have the athlete confirm, and we'll be ready to go.
Here in Manchester, we have more action coming your way over the next 3 days of competition. It's a 4-day event in Manchester for the second stop of this World Powerlifting World Cup. Part of the journey and the road to Tokyo, the race for gold in the Paralympics later this year.
Okay. F, we're going to go.
And the 4 competitors in the up to 54 category, as we mentioned before. Ali Jawad unable to compete. We do wish him a speedy recovery, and we look forward to seeing Ali on the stage and lifting again. What a character he is, and what a role model to Great Britain athletes all around. Here we go for the presentation then in the men's up to 54 Group A competition. This is the junior men's up to 54 medalist.
Receiving the gold medal, representing Kazakhstan,
Zakar Bumov getting the gold medal in this junior competition. He got gold in the Children of Asia competition in 2019. And here he is with a lift of 100. So he had 2 successful lifts. His first one at 95, and then his third lift at 100. And that gives him the gold medal in the junior category.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Kazakhstan.
Go for flag. Go.
For your medalists.
So Bumov, gold medal with that final lift of 100 kilos. Takes the applause here on this crowd in Manchester. Well supported. Kazakhstan athlete. And a lot in the crowd yesterday. A lot of Greek supporters here for the next category. One more medal presentation to make before we get underway with the next competition, and this is going to be the medal ceremony for the men's up to 54 kilogram category.
Okay, stand by for victory ceremony. 5, 4, 3, 2, go ceremony.
The victory ceremony for the men's up to 54 kilogram category senior competition.
Here we go for the final medal ceremony in this senior competition, the men's up to 54 category. Here come our medalists, just the gold and silver awarded. Here are the 2 successful lifters.
Receiving the silver medal, representing Kazakhstan, Bumov.
So Bumov with the silver medal in the senior competition, add to his gold medal in the junior competition with his lift of 100, that final lift of his.
And receiving the gold medal, representing Greece, Dimitrios Bakakristos.
Bakakristos gets A big cheer from the Greek supporters here in Manchester. They're here in numbers and in force, and celebrating this gold medal. The third and final lift of Dimitrios with 162. So he adds the gold medal here from the World Cup of the World Powerlifting to his bronze medal from Rio. Now the national anthem for Greece.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your medals.
So Bakos Christos with that gold medal. A big smile with the crowd here cheering him on. 162 kilos. Holds that gold with pride here. Excellent points towards this race to Tokyo. The qualification process for the Paralympic Games in Tokyo is well underway. And Bakos Christos there taking gold here in Manchester, with Buov in silver in the men's up to 54 kilogram category.